Welcome everyone to this edition of Please Kid, Shut Up and Eat. After debating with myself for quite some time, I decided that today we're going to make gnocchi with gorgonzola sauce. Gorgonzola is the same as blue cheese. It's the Italian version of blue cheese. It's exactly the same thing. You will notice that I'm not wearing my apron, just in case you're wondering. It's because I own two and they're both dirty, so they're in the washing machine. So let's not waste any time. Let's take a look at what we need. So here's what we need: gnocchi, some olive oil, fresh sage if you have it. If you don't, you don't. If you want, you can also use the dry kind. Milk, Parmesan cheese, a pot to cook the gnocchi in, gorgonzola cheese is the same as blue cheese, a pan, and a wooden spoon. That's all we need. Very good. So I'm going to turn water on. First thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of olive oil. It's been a couple of minutes, so I'm going to add a little bit of milk to the oil. Keeping the temperature not too high. And this is the gorgonzola cheese or the blue cheese. Just going to add it crumbled. Makes it easier. Just going to add a little bit of it. And with my spoon, I'm going to stir. Now, I agree with you if you're thinking that this dish is kind of heavy, but there is a reason for it. And the reason is that if the kid is particularly restless, maybe he's overtired, maybe he or she needs to go to sleep, well, this is very filling. And one of the properties of filling foods is that they make kids a little bit tired and ready to go to sleep, which is not bad. I'm also going to add, if you have it, and like I said, if you don't, it's not a problem, just a couple of leaves of sage. And we're going to just let it sit there for a few minutes, trying not to boil the milk. I noticed that the sauce is a little too liquidy, so what I'm simply doing is adding a little bit of the gorgonzola or the blue cheese and stir. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, if you really want to do it properly, this is nutmeg, ground nutmeg, and I'm just going to add a tiny bit of in the middle of the preparation. A couple more minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to turn the broiler on for the pasta, for the gnocchi. Has been about 5 or 6 minutes. The sauce is looking pretty good, so I'm just turning the temperature down to the lowest possible number I have, and just to keep it warm. And now I just have to wait for the water to boil so I can put the gnocchi in. As the water was boiling, I added the salt. For unknown reasons, you should add the salt only once the water is boiling. And then I put in the gnocchi. I used a little trick, if you remember. I just put the amount of gnocchi I felt like eating in the bowl, and then put it in the water. The package says it will take 2 to 3 minutes. After that, we're gonna scoop them out. It's been 2.5 minutes. You don't want to overcook the gnocchi because otherwise they get mushy. I'm just gonna scoop them out and transfer directly into the sauce. And we are all set. All I need to do is put them in the bowl. Here we go. I would say pretty quick. 15-20 minutes top. Remember, gnocchis are very filling, so don't make too much. Enjoy.